Man, what's good? King Smart, what's happening? Yeah, that's how you gotta, you really just do have to do that, because it's very easy to get caught up and then start revenge trading. Like I was talking about that kind of heavy on the training last night. Once you get into that zone, it's a real bad place to be. You take a loss and your energy shifts, and now you mad and you want to get back. Like you're trying to get back at the market, trying to get your money back because you feel hurt. You feel hurt, you feel pain because you took a loss. But it's like, yo, if you took a loss for whatever the reason was, like it just is what it is, so just accept it. Find a bench over here. Where's the sun at? The sun is behind me. Maybe I should go over there. No, I'm good right here. Yeah, but you got to stretch out everything over time. Like you got to look at this long term. The longer term scope that you have, or I should say, the longer the scope is that you have, as far as thinking about everything in terms of this being, your career, your business, or even if it's something that you're doing on the side, as far as developing the skill just to have it, it's going to take you time. Like, it's, this is not anything that we're dealing with where you're learning or you're being trained to do something that only works sometimes. Like, you're being trained to do something that works all the time if you adhere to the protocol. If you actually follow what it is that we're trained to do, you're going to win your trades consistently, and that's it. There's no questions about it. You will win your trades consistently. And you, within that process, also elevate to a level where if for whatever reason you slip in between and you do end up taking a loss, the loss does not devastate you emotionally. That's one of the things that people have a very hard time with. It's like they get devastated by losing. But it's like, all right, you know that you're training and you're being trained to win. So if you just so happen to lose for whatever the reason is, you know that has something more so to do with something that you did to deviate from the process at that time when you took the loss. That's going to be the reason for the loss. So if you know that, just get back in the saddle. Like, don't spend time focused on that energy. Just let it go. Let it go. Leave it alone. Let it go. Move on. Just like Stacy said, you treat the same way that you treat your wins, you got to treat your losses. So if you know that is just something that's part of it, like I'm not talking about the losses where you losing a lot. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you just so happen to lose because you did something at the time that deviated away from what you're trained to do. You know what I'm saying? If you just so happen to do that, you get right back into the saddle. Like, you don't let that cripple you. That's a part of the training also. You have to condition yourself to be that way, to not be emotional. To not be emotional. It ain't the easiest thing to do, but it's a very necessary thing to do because this is something that you want to do long term. This is not like fly by night, something that you just doing this year. It ain't something that you're doing for a few months. You're learning a skill that's going to allow you to bang out successful winning trades at will throughout your trading career.